this game may give you seizures. Be careful. Welcome back to Let's Play Stories Untold. Last time we did some station process stuff. This time, it's the last session. Sometimes you may need to look beyond the screen to progress. Useful. My, but you are taking forever to load. Ah, here we go. Devolvo Digital presents... Breathe. Oh. Oh. Okay. I did not know that was a thing you could do.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Indeed. Where are we?
You're quite fond of the show, aren't you?
I mean, yes.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room. This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
Let me...
Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
I'm in a wheelchair.
Right, Mr. Asian, are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in the room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
Oh.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
It's time to remember.
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Oh, we're back here.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma.
Makes
We
sense.
interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
There's only one line, only one signal. Round and round and round we go!
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04.
You are.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is
Report.
12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Report of traffic at
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12
City Wilson.
86 23 04.
Driver.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His wounds sustained in the collision.
Type in the numbers, James.
His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a bottle on the passenger seat. Empty whiskey bottle. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the
What does it want me to
numbers,
do?
James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86.
I thought that wasn't going to work. Oh, it's the circled stuff, isn't it? 20F Fatal accident.
Type in the numbers, James. Got This is 20F.
Empty whiskey.
1986 2304.
Out of control.
Numbers, James.
That should have been a lot more obvious than it was.
This is 20F.
And obviously I don't know how to spell whiskey. Because fuck alcohol, brother.
86 23.
Yeet. Yeet! Searching!
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM.
It's not like it. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Do I though? Maybe we'll try this door then. Close the door, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Hey, you know what? With COVID going around, you never know. Am I heading to the observation room, or... Because I just came from the exit, didn't I? The doors are locked. Digging through his memories. They are all locked. You grab the keys from the table, they weigh heavy in your hand. Can I put this back up? I want to put that back up. This would have been Henning's bed. It's cold to the touch. Would have been. That's right, he didn't make it. DOA. We spent most of our waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. Alright, let's open the door. Everything is dark, but you feel presence right behind you. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. More locked doors, like you can't go somewhere you've never been. Well, guess I have no choice but to go into the ominous light.
Okay,
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on.
100 joules. 100 joules, not 10 joules.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh, right.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Um. 100 joules.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Ah!
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Where is... I mean...
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Yeah, I'm trying!
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
I was like, is this what they want? There we go!
Clear.
Ah!
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charge at 10.
Alright, let's try again!
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear.
Ah!
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal.
It's just what they said! It's just what they said!
360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry.
I'm trying! This thing doesn't go fast!
Clear.
Ow!
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Alright, charge in. Boop! X-ray!
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Oh! That's what it was!
The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
It was all what happened! Ah! Drilled a hole in my skull. No wonder I'm wheelchair bound. Oh, we're back to the house. Oh boy. Would you like to stop screaming at me now, please? I'd really appreciate that. Not only is today New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look, people. All friends of Mom and Dad. The youngest is probably twice your age. Oh boy, that's awkward. Go kitchen? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go hallway. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. As much as you'd love to, you'd promise you'd stay downstairs with the party. Go kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a huge roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating. Eat roast. Maybe later. Look table. Look closet. Look drinks. Look roast. It looks great. Then why don't you eat it? Talk Dad. Talk legs. Take drink. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to loosen up. Look crowd. No, sorry. Yeah, I thought not. Leave. You go back out to the hallway. All is welcome there. Blah, 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 blah. Look banner. Let's see what it says. Bon voyage, James. Finally not the family disappointment. Oh, James. Go living room? Try if you get back there, living room. But tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party, and the house is full. Usually you don't have to recognize a soul. Talk Jennifer? Find Jennifer. Find Mom. Find Dad. Find anyone I know. Drink. You push through the crowd. Quick big banner up across the main wall. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's just appropriate now, isn't it? Leave. You need to tell which room. Go outside. Now is not the time to leave. The party is for you, after all. Let's go back to the kitchen. I can't spell kitchen. I want the maintenance door. Look. Well, I'm trying to look at my dad. Eat food. Use roast. Open door. Inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. You hug, you're gonna miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Say yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. But you enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Say yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. For souvenirs. Another hug. You really have gone all the way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Follow! Janice disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nobody smiling at the approving faces. Someone can't mess it up. First, a drink! Drink! You pour in down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Drink! Drink! Eat! Eat! Drink water! No, not alcohol, you reprobate! Go to the hall when you notice the utility room doors open. First, go to utility room. Door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Sitting for Rock's a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Read card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. Shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in a room around you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. Just thank your dad for the whiskey. Look, whiskey. Dad got you into whiskeys. No cheap rubbish here. Thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. Very expensive. Alright, leave. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig, give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Talk, Dad. He tells you that he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Talk, Mom. You go back out to the hallway. A few moments last on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. What? She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. What? Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tear. What? I'm sorry, I don't... Leave. Leave. Kitchen. I'm sorry, I don't... Go living... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jen. Oh.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her.
You
now.
can't talk to her.
I'll
She's
arrange
dead.
to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You are standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Sure! Drive Jennifer home. Agree. Say yes. Drive. Go outside. Ah. Maybe your keys are in the kitchen. Way too many people crammed here, but I guess this is where the food and drink are at. I guess I like a seat of vultures picking up the roast on the kitchen counter. Your dad is looking up the utility room. Look, table. The table is a mess. Partly food mix, unclaimed drinks, you use napkins, no keys though. Right, he was locking it up. Way too many people crammed in here, and I guess this is where the food and drink are. Look floor? Hallway. Go living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs having civilized conversations. The coffee in the room, your mom is pouring a drink at the drink cabinets. Look, coffee table. Students and coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look, drink cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in here. Look, chair. Jackets and coats everywhere. Check jacket. Look, jacket. Look, chair. Look, coat. Search chair. No, I thought not. Check pocket? That's usually where my keys end up. Talk, Mom. Talk, Mom. Mom. You start to appear in her eyes. My son off to America. She gives you a hug. Ask Mom about keys. Open drink cabinet. Ah. Look, Mom. There, she always loved being the host. Look, people. All friends of Mom and Dad in this room are being very pleasant to you. Ask about keys. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Your mom's collection of wines and drinks. Definitely no key in here. Back in the hallway, a bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs. You know what? Talk, Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. She points to the living room. I mean, that's where Jen keeps pointing. The kitchen, various guests are sat on chairs. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing. Look, jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Your car keys are in the pocket. I tried doing that earlier. Leave. Jen thinks you were helping out. She hers in the morning, and no one else is in the state drive. Open the front door and walk out in the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There's dusting of snow around you as you step out from the porch. Eric turns back into the house, and the car sits at the front of her. Go car. You fumble with the car handle, confused until to maybe use the key in your hand. Use key. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the cargo box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read note. Her dad and reads, Hi son, I hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator. I'm back to get power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy. Oh. The car is freezing. Leave. Drive Jen home. Oh my god. Turn car on. I love this. You try to turn the ignition. Use key on ignition. You eventually slap the key into the ignition. Turn key. Oh my god. And people wonder why I don't like it when people get drunk. Drive. Ah! Release. Brake. Shift into drive. Gear and pull out of the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started doting off as soon as the journey get going. Doesn't take long. You come to the junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Look. Junction? Go right. Ask Jen. No, Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. Confident that you are on the right road, now you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen slips up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down! That's not really what happened, though.
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly, but really slow, like slow motion. Veer away. You're trying to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside
James,
joins
for
the
fuck's
inside.
sake, pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
Oh! Oh no!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, her parents, herself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
Wake up in the car, your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against your gravity trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engine. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Hey, remember that story about the alien crash landing? Get out. Undo seatbelt. Take off seatbelt. You slip up from the seat. Gravity takes over and you slip on the roof of the car. Get out. You squeeze out through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed to the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing there holding your whiskey and your dad's note and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Look, whiskey. Whiskey, the police can't find you with this. Discard whiskey. Look, blue car. Hazard lights are blinking and fumes are rising from the engine. Through the smashed windows you can see the motionless driver. Give driver whiskey. Look, driver. It's an old man. His body is slumped and his face is bloodied. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. Open car. Give whiskey to driver. Use whiskey. Bottle hazard lights are blinking. Use whiskey on driver. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the thrill of the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents on the driver, and you toss incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. Circle of flashing lights around you, the illumination of the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look. Silhouette. Officer in uniform. Approach. Officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases.
I know
You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault.
Well, that wasn't very pleasant.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
Let me out, let me out, let me out!
Tell them. Listen to yourself.
No!
It has to end, James. Do you not understand? This episode you're having must come to an end.
Just make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened.
Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember? Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Haitian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Joy. So that's what happened. We killed somebody. 2 people. Don't drink and drive, people. In fact, don't... Excuse me, Smarty in my throat. Don't drink at all, but if you have to, don't drink and drive. Seriously. I love this game. I love it. It is... The way everything fits together, just... lovely. It all just makes sense once you put it into perspective. Why he came to the house, the note he saw, the coming back to a broken family because he broke it. There's obviously some other stuff there too. that is really interesting to look into. But we'll worry about that if they ever release like a sequel that follows the same story. Frankly, I wouldn't want them to, though. I'd want them to release like a whole new story, some new tragedy that gets mixed up. But then also that would kind of ruin the twist. The twist, of course, being that like all of this stuff fit together. But either way, this has been Stories Untold. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Join me next Saturday for perhaps something else. Oh, by the way, when you finish, the tapes actually turn into your session tapes, which is really cool.